everybody, it's Amy Head with New Perspectives for Life in Marietta, Georgia. We are going to be doing some video blogs this year, and today, March 6th, Thursday, is our first one. So I hope you're doing well. We are excited about this, and we're just going to kind of see what happens. Just going to share a little bit about something that's on my mind, or something that's been in the news, or something that's been going on that I think we can all maybe have some kind of new takeaway from. So in thinking about that, today it is cloudy in Atlanta. It's cold, it's windy. It's not really snowing, icing, or raining too much, but pretty much outside looks like how it's kind of looked off and on ever since the new year, pretty much. We have had one thing after another with weather, as I know many of you guys around the country have had as well. And that has been, kind of leading me to think a little bit about all of the things that we can't control in our lives, because it's been really frustrating to have so much bad weather. We're on the brink of spring, yet it feels like the middle of winter, and it's just kind of frustrating to know that we really can't seem to get going. I know a lot of people in business feel behind in their goals or in their deadlines because we've been closed down for days at a time with the weather, and you may have been too wherever you are. So we have those things happen, and it's been making me think about the idea that, what is it that we can do with these kinds of circumstances in our lives? We all have things that happen to us, things that we don't ask for, things that we don't expect, things that we don't want, quite honestly. And we have relationships in our lives that make it kind of difficult to get through the day or the week, or family relationships, different things. So when those things are in our lives, sometimes it can really be hard to manage that. It can be hard to know how to react, how to respond to those people, those situations, and we really look for some level of control, because sometimes we feel like the weather, the relationship, the workload, the colleague, the neighbor, whatever it is, we feel like those things sometimes control us, and then we react out of that feeling of lack of power. So in thinking about that, we all know this, it's kind of cliche, we kind of get sick of hearing it, but the only thing that we really can manage 100% is our reaction to the circumstances and people and situations outside of us. The things that are in our lives that we would rather not be there, or that we would rather not happen, or that we would rather not have to deal with, we can't necessarily change those things or control those things. Sometimes we try, and sometimes we actually succeed. But if the expectation going in is that we are going to manage that person, or we are going to control that situation, sometimes it just leads to more frustration and truly more of a sense of being powerless. So we really want to figure out how to have and feel the most power and the most control and the most management when things are out of our control. And I think the best way, or one of the best ways to do that, is to realize that no matter what happens, it's our response and our reaction. That's what we can control. Our response and our reaction to the things in our lives. When we do that, it may seem less powerful at first, but as we do it, we realize that we are the driving force behind our choice, our reaction, our response, our behavior, not the things outside of us. And when we know that and we act upon that, we actually have more power. And somehow, in a lot of situations, the circumstances and the people sometimes even really don't seem to matter as much in a negative way as they did before when we felt powerless. So I hope that helps today in thinking about what's going on in your life, all the things that are going on in your life that you'd rather not have to deal with. Pause for a moment, take a quick step back, and say to yourself, how can I manage my choices, behaviors, and responses so that when it's all said and done, even if it doesn't go the way I hope it will go, I will still feel that I had power in the situation, I maintained integrity in the situation, and when I look myself in the mirror, I know that I did a job well done, even if it didn't result in the external things going the way I had hoped they would go. Because eventually they will, And even if they don't, which they will, but even if they don't, you will be able to feel empowered through the process. Hope you have a great day. Thanks so much for tuning in. Amy Head, New Perspectives for Life, Marietta, Georgia. Maybe next time we talk it'll be a little more sunny outside, but if it's not, we'll be just fine. Have a great day. Thanks.